Good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon. If you're listening to this in the afternoon, you're listening or watching the TMZ podcast. My name's Devin. We got Branson here again this morning.
I am back. Charlie Cotton, by the way, he's coming back.
Eventually.
I mean, think about it. I've been on this morning, and then I'm also on in the afternoon now each day. So people are getting sick of me.
Sick of you? You're a busy guy.
I'm a busy guy.
Or you're just back by popular demand. It depends on who you talk to.
Don't know who's demanding.
So we, obviously, biggest story in the world right now, I would say, is the Nancy Guthrie story. Unfortunately, she still has not been found. The police have still not said they had a suspect yet, at least publicly. But last night, Savannah and her siblings broke their silence and posted a video to Instagram and addressed the ransom note directly, which I found very interesting.
They had one condition.
Yes.
And we'll get to that.
One condition of is what she said in the Instagram video. A little bit of on a lighter note, Kristen Kitt, you remember her?
Yeah, I'm so glad we're back to talking about her.
Yeah, the Coldplay couple, alleged couple, I guess she said they weren't a couple, from the Kiss Cam. Mm-hmm. She's got a new job.
Yeah,
and we will get into it in a couple months. She has a job.
I'm happy for her.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm happy. She's kind of foxy, man.
That's one way to put it.
She's kind of foxy.
So we'll get into it.
That.
And then lastly, we have an update on the Bella Hadid's boyfriend situation where he got arrested in Texas. Well, turns out Bella Hadid was there and was one of the reasons I would say that he was ultimately arrested.
Sometimes it's better just to not get involved.
Yes, exactly.
Especially if you're drunk.
And also definitely not his ex. Definitely her current boyfriend, according to the police narrative we read. So okay. I don't know. Those stories came out completely inaccurate, in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe they got back together.
Yeah. So for starters, let's get into the Savannah Guthrie stuff. So like I said, I teased at the beginning, she posted a video on her Instagram with her siblings. First time we've seen her on camera or anyone from the family publicly speak out about this besides the initial asking for prayers.
Right.
And it was a heart-wrenching video, to say the least. It was tough to watch.
4 minutes. 4 minutes of just sadness.
Very. So we'll play a clip here that we have of Savannah addressing everyone.
She's 84 years old. Her health, her heart is fragile. She lives in constant pain. She is without any medicine. She needs it to survive. She needs it not to suffer. We too have heard the reports about a ransom letter in the media. As a family, we are doing everything that we can. We are ready to talk. However, we live in a world where voices and images are easily manipulated. We need to know, without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her. We want to hear from you, and we are ready to listen.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely heartbreaking video. The two takeaways I had after watching this video were, obviously other than the police and the FBI who's investigating, to me, the people who have probably the most information on what's going on is obviously the family, right? Mm-hmm. And by her going on camera like this and, basically pleading to whoever has her makes me think the one positive note that the family believes in the police and the FBI that she's still alive.
And they did say that. Chris Nanos from Pima County Sheriff, he said himself that right now they're going off of the only fact that they believe that she is alive.
Which is good news for the family and everyone involved, obviously. The other takeaway I thought was interesting is that they're now addressing this ransom note publicly. And by doing this, obviously, if you're in the family shoes, you're going to do anything, go down every avenue you can to get your mom back.
Yeah.
But clearly they're taking this ransom note seriously. I know there was a lot of people who thought, oh, this could be a scammer. This is, a dead, not a good lead in the investigation. But they're basically saying, like, we are interested in speaking to this person as long as you give us some proof of life.
Well, they're looking for hope, and this is the only option for hope. And whether or not they know it's real or not, I mean, the fact that they are using it as a part of their investigation leads me personally to believe that it is a legit ransom note. Again, it's still an alleged ransom note, nothing confirmed, but the fact that they're publicly addressing something like that really makes me feel like this is a real deal.
Totally. And I mean, she raised another thing that's interesting in this time or this day and age, just with AI, and you never know what to believe, and things can be doctored, and it's just hard to even know what to believe the ransom note. If someone does reach out with some type of video or photo or proof of life, like obviously there are people much smarter than me that are able to, like, I think they can plug things in and determine whether something's AI or not. But yeah, I mean, you're just, at the end of the day, this is, I mean, everyone can relate to this story because everyone has a mom or a grandma or whatever. And you just see it in, Savannah, her sister spoke in this video as well. Like, they just don't know, they're willing to do anything and everything to get their mother back.
And living 84 years for this to happen to you is horrible. I can't even, when they find this guy, I hope this guy gets equal justice for whatever he did.
For sure.
And I'll say this too.
Guy or gal.
And we're on day 5 now? It's Thursday.
Yeah.
So Saturday night, they dropped her off at midnight.
Yes.
So
and Sunday, she didn't show up to church. So between Saturday night and early Sunday morning.
Thursday. And again, we've been talking about this day by day. She takes medication. She takes beta blockers. She takes high blood pressure medication. I'm on beta blockers right now, and I have missed a day off of that medication. And without being on it, I went into my heart episode again. And I'm very concerned about that, especially that her medication was indeed left at the home. That was confirmed. How would they get their hands on medication to help her? If it's someone that they know, maybe they've been able to keep her alive. I don't know. And it's very scary. Savannah
kind of got a little more into that basically says her mom, without the medication, is constantly in pain. So even if she is, we're hoping, obviously, she's still alive. And if she is, though, and not on these medications, she's in a lot of pain. So
and there was blood in the home, too. So she could be injured. She could be injured. We saw it outside the home as well. And plus, the stress of it too. 84 years old, under that kind of stress, being taken from your family, it could cause a heart attack. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's just a tragic story, and hopefully the cops get some more information.
But my question for you is the fact that, like, if this person does decide or they meet the demands and then he returns Nancy, how does this person go about doing that?
I mean, I'm not a guy that knows anything about any type of hostage or ransom situation, but I mean, I would imagine that they would, these people would drop her off somewhere where,
and then he tells them the location afterwards.
I guess I don't know, and it doesn't sound like they've had any communication with these people thus far, but we shall see. There was a lot of law enforcement activity also yesterday towards the end of the day at both Nancy Guthrie's house as well as Savannah's sister, Anna Guthrie, and her husband, Tomasco Sione's house.
Canines.
There were canines. There were internet crimes task force people going in. We only know this because, obviously they're wearing the jackets that have the letters and whatnot. And basically they were like forensic extraction device people who were going through, basically in these situations, law enforcement use these devices to extract data from like smartphones, digital storage, encrypted material, deleted content. So we have no idea why these agencies went back to both of these homes yesterday, but it's definitely interesting for sure.
Can you tell me what you think about how this alleged ransom note didn't come in for a good 2 to 3 days after the fact? I think it was 2 days after.
Yeah.
Why do you think they waited that long? Because for me, if it was a legit ransom note, it would come very quickly, not 2 days. Maybe they wanted it to dwell a little.
I guess. I really don't know. I mean, I don't know if these are the actual people behind whoever took Nancy. I don't know what their game plan was, or that could also put credence to the fact that it's a scammer that saw the story and is like, this will be an easy way to get some money if they know how to like encrypt where they're
That's why I think
their location's coming from, and they want it in Bitcoin, which isn't traceable. So
Bitcoin's a very it's used overseas a lot. Foreign scams use Bitcoin all the time.
Right.
That's why I hear Bitcoin and it kind of red flags go off in my head a little bit.
Yeah.
But
so
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Bitcoin. I don't know if this is related, but Bitcoin is falling immensely today. It's
oh yeah, I saw that story that
it's very volatile.
I'm not a big crypto guy, but I don't know what
Charlie Cotton is.
Yeah, unfortunately,
he could
he's
talk
not
about
here.
that. But
So obviously, them being back at these homes and the sister-in-law's home, don't really know what to think of that. The sister. Or not the sister-in-law, the daughter, Savannah's sister, and her husband were the last ones that saw Nancy, which is they went to dinner with her the night before and dropped her off at the home. So I don't know what they're doing at these homes.
They have to check all their boxes.
Yeah, no, for sure. And so they're obviously, like I said, following every tip, lead, avenue to hopefully return Nancy Guthrie home safe.
Right.
All right, let's do something a lot lighter.
We're back on the story.
Nancy Guthrie. Kristen Cabot's back.
She's back.
Everyone's favorite kiss cam lady from the Coldplay concert. Was that over summer? It's been so long.
I don't even remember. It was the last summer.
Yeah, okay. We don't need to get into it. Everyone knows what went down, the fallout. So anyways, she's got a new job.
Wait, really quick. There's a key detail in here that is shocking about this thing. We'll get to it. Keep going.
No, I want you to keep going.
You want me to keep going?
Because I hate this.
I'll talk about it. So Kristen Cabot is now she's got a new job. She's being hired as the keynote speaker at a crisis PR conference. This is going down in Washington, D.C. I don't know if it looks like this is like a one-time contract type booking, so it's not like a consistent job, but this might be something new for her. A new PR gig where she goes and she speaks about her experiences. This is with PR Week's Crisis Communications Conference. And the tickets.
Yeah, that's what pissed me off.
The tickets for the April event range from $750 to $875. But before you react to that, let's just read the statement about to really pull people in to buy tickets for this event that they're advertising on their website. So it says, Cabot experienced firsthand the extremity of public shaming that women have long experienced when a negative spotlight of the media, one their male counterparts often seem to avoid. During this session, the former astronomer chief people officer and her PR representative, industry legend Deanie von Mueffeling, share the strategy, both immediate and long-term, that has helped Cabot take control of her narrative and rewrite her story.
So $750 to $875 to go to this, dude. It's like, what are you guys doing? Go to a concert. You could go to Coachella for less than that.
But
for
how?
3 days.
But how is this relatable to a lot of people?
It isn't, and it's also like my take on this is that why do I want to hear about Kristen Cabot and how she handles, obviously in one of the biggest controversies? I don't want to know how she handles PR. She handled it terribly. She didn't say anything for months, let everyone speculate. And then I forgot what outlet it was, is she recently broke her silence with the Wall Street Journal
New York Times.
Oh, it was the New York Times. And basically blamed it on alcohol and, said she got dozens of death threats, and then kind of explained that both her and they were both separated at the time, so they technically... It's like, dude, you handled this PR situation horribly.
Mm-hmm.
You let everyone speculate on you for a year and then broke your silence when no one cared anymore.
So why should she tell
exactly? She's
how
the
to
last
deal with
person.
PR.
She's the last person I want to
But
hear
again,
from.
who relates to this? Who relates?
Yeah.
Who was on camera cheating on their significant
Their
other
spouse
at a Coldplay concert? That is so hard to relate to. I get it though. Crisis PR is a very general thing, and she's teaching what she went through. But
maybe if she's saying this is what not to do, then I want to hear from Kristen Cabot. But also, she's only speaking for 30 minutes on stage. The only great PR was this was genius by who's ever putting on this event. Because I would never have heard of this event. We would never talk about this event ever. But the fact that she's now the keynote speaker, everyone's going to be talking about it. And they probably will get that money.
It sounds like it's one of those events where your job, if you work in HR, they send you out to these events because it's HR. It's all about it.
Because she was the head HR person.
The chief HR person. And that's where they go to learn about crisis PR because companies do deal with this on both sides, not just the person dealing with it, but also the person that has to consequence it.
I just can't believe we're still talking about Kristen Kitt.
But $750 to
that is criminal to be charging
mignon?
These people that kind of money for that.
I was thinking there'd be like a good dinner, or is hotel included?
I guarantee you hotel is not included.
Maybe a tour of the Capitol building or something?
If I'm in DC, I'm not hitting up this conference. I can tell you that much. But I am interested to see what she has to say, and I'm sure we'll cover that in April.
I think we should move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
That is something.
So, as we talked about, when was that? On Monday? Yeah, earlier this week. So we talked about it last weekend. Adon, who is this cowboy that Bella Hadid was dating. Big news last week because the story broke that they had broken up.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got arrested over the weekend for public intoxication. So we finally got the police report and got the whole narrative of actually what went down. And Bella was there. So what happened, according to the police narrative, is Bella was pulled over for a traffic stop. And while she was talking to the cops, Adon walked over and was drunk. Cops alleged that they, noticed he was heavily intoxicated. He admitted to them that he'd had 4 beers throughout the day. Bella got off scot-free, so she ended up just getting a warning. But then they're like, this guy's drunk in a parking lot. He walked over because he was like, that's my girlfriend. I'm checking in on her. So clearly still together. And then he said that, her dog is actually in my truck, which is parked over in this parking lot. Long story short, they put him through what's it called when you're
processing?
Well, not even processing. They put him through
tests.
all the tests. That's the word.
Sobriety test.
The sobriety test failed, and he ended up getting arrested for public intoxication. It was weird because I was like, well, he drove there allegedly, but then he didn't get a DUI because he said, I didn't drive here. My friend drove my car, and he's now inside the bar and refused to say who his friend was. So who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But they ended up arresting him being like, he was drunk in a public place. They didn't want him to drive, so they took him to the station.
Well, I've watched enough Code Blue Cam on YouTube. Have you seen Code Blue Cam?
No, not aware of Code Blue.
It's the police channel where you can watch things like this happen all the time. Now, I've seen many cases like this where someone approaches a scene and for whatever reason, they want to get involved and say whatever they want.
Well, that's exactly what
happened. What happened. But typically in that situation, and we don't have body cam footage yet. I hope we get it.
Yeah.
But typically, the person has to be acting erratic of some form to make it a problem and actually get arrested. If he walked up and was just asking questions, because I think 4 beers for a cowboy rodeo guy, that's like water.
That's freaking nothing.
There's no way he was drunk.
That's breakfast for a cowboy.
That's breakfast, exactly.
But I think they said yes. There's the fact that he said his truck was over there, that he was.
I think they got him on it.
They smelled the alcohol.
They were like, we can't get him on DUI, but let's get him on.
So the cops say that they didn't see him enter or exit the vehicle, so they had no proof that he had actually driven the truck. Failed the field sobriety. But the 2 big takeaways here are Bella and him are definitely still together, obviously, because they released all of his stuff to his girlfriend, Bella Hadid. And also, girls always get away with traffic stops.
Always.
Like, if you pull over Bella Hadid, she's not getting a ticket.
When does the age start?
She got a freaking warning.
When is the age stop, though, for that? 32?
I mean, if you're Bella Hadid looking the way she does, maybe never.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's ever gotten a ticket in her life.
Is Bella more attractive than G?
I can't really tell them apart. They look so much damn alike. I mean, they're both extremely attractive.
Yeah.
But
really quick, put my Miguel.
Oh
camera on.
yeah. The mugshot was.
This is Adon. I mean, not looking his best here. He's wide-eyed.
Also, like we talked about this, but like you can see, like clearly the guy's wearing a cowboy hat. You can't ask a cowboy. You can't ask a cowboy to take his cowboy hat off for the mug.
No,
he's got to be able to leave that on.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, as a guy, I'm sure who wears hats a lot. Like when you have hat hair, it's like it's terrible.
Yeah, right. You get greasy.
Not a great look for him, but he does still have Bella Hadid at this. They're still together, so good. That's for him.
Good for them.
Good for him. We'll get into comments. Nancy Guthrie's kidnapping. Elmira, we need her home, making us weak.
Absolutely.
With all those crying emojis. Yeah, I mean, most relatable story. Not relatable, but like everyone has a mom or a grandma. And imagining her taken from her home by force, like, and you don't know where she is. Just horrific. Ruth Ann Greenberg, she should never have been living alone at 84. I don't really think that's fair to blame her in this situation. She's my grandmother lived alone for most of her last year.
Even with problems, you can make it work. Yeah,
totally. Kadika Day, was there more than one ransom note? Asking for Bitcoin was clever, as that is untraceable. Yeah, obviously, I think that's why they went the Bitcoin route. And as far as we know, there has only been one alleged ransom note that has come forward.
Yes.
And the authenticity of it has not been verified yet, although it seems like the family is willing to engage with this person. Kristen Perry, does anyone know if a car was taken at any point? We don't know. There are been some reports that some family members' cars have been taken, but we have not verified those reports.
And the police also said that is not true.
And
as of now.
Yes, and the police came forward and said that they don't know where anyone's getting this information. Betty Freedy, can you imagine if her pacemaker stopped working, how stressed out she is? Yeah, I mean,
my biggest worry.
You have a pacemaker? Or you
I don't have
heart
one,
issues?
but I know that it's something that you need to be concerned about.
Oh,
if
for
you
sure.
Are off of that for days. Yes.
Yes, for sure. Time is definitely of the essence. Kristen Camley, most people intending to kidnap someone don't take a disabled 84-year-old. When it's someone this old, it's usually someone well known to the victim. It is with most crimes. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you really hear about kidnapping cases in general very often. I can't think of really any others that we've covered recently. But it definitely does seem like the kidnapping aspects, especially where the area it happened, it definitely does, at least on the surface, seem targeted, like they knew it was Savannah's mom.
Right. It's very odd. It's very unusual.
Very.
Kristen Cabot.
Yeah. DMG lady, is she going to speak? How to go out with your married boss, just saying. Yeah.
Dating advice and crisis PR.
Yeah, it probably shouldn't, if you're the head of HR, you probably shouldn't be hooking up with the CEO.
Well,
they were, according to her, though, they were both like separated because at the time the story broke, everyone's like, oh, they're both married. Apparently that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
Bella Hadid, Chuck, 4 beers is nothing. Did he eat gummies? I don't know. The only mention was alcohol in the police report.
I really don't
know.
I really don't believe that he just walked up and made a, hey, how's it going, guys? Just making sure my girlfriend's okay.
Well, they said they smelled the alcohol on him, and he probably made a scene about it.
Made a scene. Again, Code Blue Cam, guys, go on YouTube. This happens all the time.
Huge shout out to Code Blue.
That's so good.
All right, guys. Well, that's I think all we have for now. But then obviously you hopefully we'll have some updates later on this afternoon.
Sweet. Yes, and please, yes, this afternoon, 2:45, we'll be right back here on the main channel giving you all the story updates. Thank you very much.
See you then.